Digital wall art is a curious niche with some really big successes and some not quite so much. Let's take a peek at 5 stores that totally rocked this niche for 6-figure success.
I'm Jess at InsightsByJess. I dig deep into what makes Etsy stores successful and where they can improve so that you get the full 411 on what's really selling and why. Let's jump in. So, the first store I want to feature in printable wall art is called Calm and Joyful Kids. They make mental wellness printables, and I absolutely love this store. This is another fairly new store, and they have done a really beautiful job of creating products for the mental wellness niche. So, they have about 439 different designs, and they are not all for children. Some of them are very commonly used, like this one is a therapist's office decor, school counseling posters, inclusion posters, more therapist's office decor. So there's a wide range of mental wellness items in this store. And I am going to do a review video of this store specifically because they have a lot of great tips that I want to give you that do not fit into this very long video already. But let's go over their store stats. They are sitting at just over 35,000 sales, and they have an average listing price of $8. Their first feedback is in July of 2020, which puts their approximate annual sales at $115,000 a year. By the way, I want to mention really quickly here that this is just a partial clip from my 21 digital product ideas video that's been taking YouTube by storm, so be sure to check out the full version after this video if you haven't already seen it. And the cool thing about this store is that they have a lot of bundled deals. So if I click on this, you can see that they have a lot of bundles that are sets of prints or sets of posters, and that kind of blows my $8 price point out of the water, because if you see these prices, they are not $8, they are way, way higher. However, I like to be conservative, as you will find out in its own video when I go into detail about this store. One of the bundles in particular that I really love is not one of those $45 bundles. It's actually on sale for $10. This is a bestseller, and it's a set of 18 prints for a counseling office or a psychologist's office, and the colors are amazing. The styles are amazing. But I also wanted to show you this particular one because all of these designs could be completed or could be created with general clip art and font options on Canva. So I did want to point that out, that you can create a store like this without a lot of technical design software or technical skills. Okay, so let's go on to the next one, which is called Oh Happy Printables. And this is a really cute store as well. This is a little bit more of a customized store, which I absolutely love. So they do have a lot of invitations and party decor, and as you can see, a lot of holiday stuff because it's December right now. But if we look at their feedback, you can see that what is selling the best are things like watercolor couple portraits. You can see that a few times here. Personalized gnome family print, you see it pop up a few times. Of course, it's the holidays. And a lot of custom art, so custom love map printables, things like that. So that drives up their average prices, because as you can see, their watercolor bridesmaid portrait is $13, and this is something that can be done with a Photoshop action. So you can actually learn how to, if you have Photoshop, or I'm sure a lot of other design products or programs have similar features as well. You can have a customer send you a photo. I'm going to enlarge this for you, and you can run a Photoshop action that will turn that photo into a watercolor art style. So if you create the action once, or if you buy the action from another seller perhaps, you can learn how to create art like this, and it's pretty much digitized. It's done for you at a couple of clicks of the button, and it turns a regular photo into this particular style. So that is a really cool way to offer a personalized digital product in just, a couple of minutes of your time. I did want to point that out. Another interesting thing I wanted to point out about Oh Happy Printables, and the reason I haven't yet done their store stats, is because they actually have two stores. They have this store and this store, which is called Being Happy Prints. Now, I had to go through and do a lot of digging to make sure that this was the same store. And I used a lot of different clues within each of these two stores to determine that they are in fact the same store. So this store is much more specific in terms of being party games, party invites, more, as you can see, a lot of collections of games, more themed around special events, whereas Oh Happy Prints, their bestsellers seem to be their personalized watercolor portraits and personalized love maps and things like that. So it's two slightly different digital printable niches. They're both digital art, but they're different styles. And these two stores are breaking over $300,000 a year in sales collectively. So this one, Being Happy Prints, makes approximately $170,000 a year, and Oh Happy Printables makes about $140,000. So that's a lot of money for these two stores to be bringing in. And if you want to see me do a review of these two sister stores, because I'm actually really curious about these and I would love to dig deeper into them, but I haven't yet. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments and I will go ahead and put that on my list. The next one I wanted to feature in this particular category is Leela and Lola. And I love this one. This is actually printable art and it focuses specifically on pictures of animals. It is really, really popular, and I do have a video coming out very soon of this particular store because I love it so much. But let's talk about their stats. They have $146,000 in sales. Or why do I keep saying that? They have over 146,000 sales. They have an average listing price of about $12. And as you can see here, it says $6.30, but there's a reason I do say $12. You're going to have to watch the video to get that detail, because this is supposed to be short and brief and I'm already taking way too long. But their first feedback is in August of 2015, and they are making approximately $240,000 in sales per year, conservatively. So these are huge, huge, huge sellers. And if we take a peek at one of their best sellers, you can see this is actually an Etsy's pick, and it's a collection of 6 different woodland creature favorites. It is selling phenomenally well. This one is actually $25. As you can see here by this photo, they say that they are the original nursery animals, and they have that little symbol down here, which makes you really think, okay, so this is high quality stuff. This is really good stuff. So they are obviously, since they've been around since 2015, they are a great seller. They do a really good job. Their photography is amazing. And I actually have a way that you can do this without even needing a camera at all, but you're going to have to watch the video for that one. So let's go on to our next store, which is called Stray Faces. This one is super, super cute, and they offer more than just digital downloads, but their digital downloads are actually really, really their best sellers here, so we're going to focus on that. It's another one of those mixed niche stores that I love so much, right? This one is primarily pet photos. So it's taking a photo of your pet and it's turning it into printable artwork for you. This is also something that can be done with a Photoshop action. Probably they have a little bit of pretty decent design skills that they can get clean borders and clean backgrounds on these. And some of these, like this one, for example, is more of a artistic cartoon type of look to it. It's almost looks like it's been painted. It's not just a photography, not just a photograph. So they do offer several color options. and different styles that you could use. So this is a really big bestseller, and this is also something that you can do in Canva with their remove background feature. You can often remove the background of people's pets and create something like this. So this is really, really cool. Let's talk about their store stats before I go on anymore. This store has over 19,000 sales, and they have an average product price of about $21. Their oldest feedback is in December of 2018, and their average approximate sales is $101,000 a year. Now, when I did that, when I calculated all of these things, I only concentrated on their digital downloads. I didn't really take into account the fact that they have some of these custom print-on-demand products here, because these are significantly more expensive. These are $50 for a phone case, which is pretty surprising. There is a pillow here for $40. There's a onesie for $45. So a blanket for $76. So these are significantly more expensive. So I did look mostly at the digital art for that and go with a $21 price point for the digital art. So in reality, their sales are significantly higher than my estimate, but looking at their feedback, you can see mostly what they're selling is this digital art. So I think I was pretty fair. I think I was pretty accurate, but you never know. I could be way off base if they're selling a lot of those $75 pet blankets. And make sure to grab my free resource for finding your own winning product niche that you will actually enjoy. It's free. The link is in the description. Let's take a look at the last one in this niche. This last one is a little bit different. It is actually called Bella's Portrait, and as you can see, they do custom art, custom wall art, which is a digital download as a printable, and they actually take your photos of you, your pet, your family, your wedding, and they turn it into this art style. This is also something that can be done with Photoshop Actions, but it is really clever, it's really unique, and as you can see, they only have 10 listings, but they have over 18,000 sales, almost just shy of 19,000 sales, and an average product price of about $10. So their oldest feedback is only in March of 2022, so they are another very new store, about 9 months old, and they have actually racked in about $320,000 in sales already. So this is absolutely insane. If you are capable of making art like this, you can see that there's a definite need for stores like this. This is amazing, amazing, amazing sales. So I really, really wanted to feature this one because it is pretty impressive. And don't forget to watch the full version of this video to see all 21 epic digital product stores. You can watch that here. And if you've already seen that one and you want to check out something new, check out this unique digital wall art store and the tips that could really boost them up to those 100K sales. You can watch that here.